Hey guys, I'm back. How is all my random weirdos doing? It's been a while, it's been a minute, you know? Like, I don't even know how long. It's been a long time. I think I started videos again at the beginning of this year, and then I went through a really bad depressive state. Went through a lot. If you guys do want to know details about that, y'all can leave a comment down below asking about it and all that stuff, and we'll feel free to talk about it, but it's not necessary for this video. So I'm getting back to doing YouTube again, and I've missed you guys, and it's been a minute. Today's not like any video that I've done before. I've never done any kind of like makeup looks or makeup on this channel, period. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm recording what I do to my face and how bold I am. And a lot of you probably might not want to do this look. I don't know. I know it's going to be dabbled in a lot of the blues because I want to match my eyes, and I guess my shirt's like a bluish gray, so it's gonna match. And my headband, of course, and my janky ass stretcher on this side. And this is just my other one I currently have in until I put this one to start stretching the side up. I just want to get through one side at first, but I had lost the other one that goes with this one, so stretching up was kind of the only option. But it's been a minute. I'm glad to be back. This is my new filming area. We'll see more of it later on. I'll give you like a little tour of where my filming area is and what's in it and all that stuff. This just has a lot of me in it. This is what I wanted for my area, and I finally was able to create that. So this is my filming area, and of course you can see Sora and Roxas back there along with Groot and Thor, and then over there is an owl, and then all right here is all my crystals that I keep closest to me. Those are the ones I constantly go for and I always use. And then these little guys right here are fragrance oils. And then my little incense pot that I put my loose herbs and stuff in. As you guys know, I am a witch, so I am not afraid to talk about it, and if you guys want to know more about it, I will talk about it more. Just let me know what you guys want to hear, so leave it down below. So on that note, where I want this channel to go, I don't know yet. I know that I want to get back into filming, and my filming might be all over the place in the beginning until I find out what I really want to record, and that could be a multitude of things. So I know that I want to start recording beauty videos. No way in hell am I a pro. I will say that now, I'm not a pro. I want to be a pro at one point, or sooner or later. So you can consider me an amateur MUA that wants to be a pro one day. So that rhymed. But that's pretty much it. So up above me, you can see a little white strip. It's a whiteboard, and hopefully I can start getting that into my videos and y'all will see it. And it's gonna have quotes on it, like motivational quotes and stuff like that. I have one up there right now. And it's one that I did, and it goes, instead of living life how society wants, instead of living life how society wants you to, live it how you want. Live your best life. Because for a while there, another reason why I wasn't recording is because I was in a very bad accident. And that accident took me out of commission for a while. It was bad. I broke my arm, I broke my back, and I split my kneecap in half. It was a bad accident. It was really bad. But it took me out of commission for a while, and that's what set my depression, because I can't work. I can't really actually have a job that I can do because everything requires me to lift 50 pounds or more, and I can't because of the 2 spots that my back is broken. I can't lift more than what they're saying right now is I can't lift more than 30 pounds, and it sucks. It really sucks. But I don't want to talk about sad shit and stuff like that and make this video a sad one. That can come later on if you guys want to know more about it and mental health and stuff, because that's another thing I want to talk about is mental health. I want to talk about how mental health is and what you can do to help yourself and stuff like that on a spiritual sense, because I do everything spiritually. So I look to crystals and I look to the power of meditation and the power of manifestation and stuff like that. So I look for that. That's what's been keeping me sane and trying to be out of depression. But it's wonderful that things that you can do to find and to help you with your mental health. And the thing is that yes, therapy can help and it's wonderful because you're talking it out and stuff like that. But people constantly go back to therapy and continue to go and continue to go, and it's not necessarily helping. One thing I'll say is the best help that you can get is to help yourself and to find something that you know will work for you. So yeah, I know I want to talk about spiritual things on my channel, and I want to talk about a bunch of different things. I know I want to record mukbangs in the future with my friends and stuff like that, and that'll be a lot of fun to record those things. I know I want to vlog and stuff like that, but I don't want to vlog where I'm currently living. This area sucks, so it's gonna be like vlogging adventures, going out places, doing things, doing fun things and stuff like that, like going to concerts and vlogging that, and vlogging going to stores and shopping and all that stuff, you know, just having adventure vlogs, not in-home vlogs just yet, because I want to be able to have my own place that I can actually show you guys and record in comfortably. And that's another reason why I haven't been recording, is that I don't comfortably record here because this house is always so noisy and everybody talks and plays music and shit like that, and I just, you know. And then if you heard crunching down there, my cat Athena is currently eating, so you know. Yeah, but oh, you guys haven't seen them yet, and I'm so glad to show them. My 2 babies, my cat Athena and my cat Puck. They're so cute. They're lovely. I hope you guys will like them in the future, because I plan to show you them and record them and everything, so, you know. But there's a lot that I want to do with this channel, and like some of it I want to talk about marital life and how to spice things up in your marriage or in your relationship period. It doesn't even have to be a marriage. It could be with just your partner or anyone. And if you want advice on that, I can talk about that and stuff like that, because I can talk about different ways to spice up the bedroom life, different ways to spice up everyday life, and like things for you guys to do together and really get into it. And I know this intro is kind of long. This video is going to be a little of a longer one. I plan on recording shorter videos and stuff like that. I know I used to have videos that were like 30 minutes long, and I don't think I'll do that anymore. I don't know. If you guys like longer videos, let me know. If you guys want shorter videos, of course I'll make shorter videos. But yeah. But there's a lot I want to do. So we'll talk more as I go on doing my makeup and stuff like that. So right now I'm going to play with, and this is fun because I just recently got BoxyCharm, and I got this in the November BoxyCharm. It's the Celestial Thunder palette, and oh my god, I love this thing, and it's so gorgeous. Like, look at those shades. Aren't they pretty? Look at them. I'm really digging this blue color right here. It's like a tealish blue, and this is one that we'll be diving into today. But I really love this shade right here. It's so pretty. I love it. Oh, I can't wait. I am so glad that I got BoxyCharm, and it's like one of the best investments I've ever done. For one, you get so many beautiful things in BoxyCharm, and hear me out, not sponsored at all. I just love my BoxyCharm subscription. So, you know, future spots, hello. But this stuff, oh my god, it's the Caprice Antioxidant Dew, and this stuff is so amazing. It's the Quench and Glow Serum, and they, like, it says to use it during morning and nights, but I also like to use it right before I do my makeup. So if I'm doing my makeup in the morning, I'll cleanse my face. So I'll wash my face, and then I will wash my face with this. It's called the Glam Glow. Oh, the shine is so bad. But it's the Glam Glow Insta Mud. It's a 60-second pore refining treatment. This thing bubbles up. So you guys remember those bubbling clay masks and stuff like that? It's like that, but it only does it in 1 minute, and it's absolutely amazing. Let alone the color of it is purple when it goes on the skin, and it's so cool. It helps with what does it help with? I forgot what it helps with. It helps with, okay, so it helps with the redness in the skin. It evens out your tone. It makes your pores smaller. It's a wonderful product. I love it. It's been one of my go-to grabs to go ahead and cleanse my face with. And then I also use my Clean and Clear morning, and I'll do this, then my Clean and Clear, and then I'll go ahead and put on the serum, which I don't know if you guys want to know about that kind of skin regimen, but that's what I've been doing recently, and my skin's cleared up a lot, except for this one little guy, and that comes for ladies sometimes, for ladies and stuff like that. So but we'll be playing in that Celestial Thunder palette, as well as this Profusion Cosmetics Wonderlust palette, and this thing is amazing. It's gorgeous, the pigmentation's good, and it is a drugstore makeup product, and you can get it at Walmart, which is awesome. It's like totally affordable. This was $10, and it's absolutely amazing. It does come with an eyeshadow brush, so if you don't have one or you're trying to start a collection of brushes, it comes with the one, which it comes with this guy, and it's so cute. It's a cute little Profusion brush. It's really fluffy. It's also really soft, and like, it's so soft. I love it. I love it. But it comes with that. But these shades in this Wonderlust palette, I love them. Like I said, I'm a wild kind of girl. I like more of a colorful look. I like to have looks that people normally don't have. So I like to go out there, go wham bam, let's do this ma'am kind of thing. But look at the shades in this palette. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. And yes, it does have some neutral tones down here at the bottom, which is good for your everyday wear and stuff like that. But my everyday is this side of the palette. I stick to coloring my face. I've recently been loving doing red looks, but today I want to experiment with a blue one. I haven't experimented with a blue look yet, so will be interesting. But I'm really loving this shade and the shade in here. These two are so pretty. Splash, and it's a bit of a metallic-y kind of blue. I'll swatch a couple of these so you guys can see. I'll swatch the ones that I'm also using. So my favorite right now that I love, which is absolutely amazing. And yes, you do experience a little bit of fallout, which isn't too bad, because fallout isn't a bad thing. It just means that it's very pigmented. So yes. And then I'll go ahead and swatch this guy. Oh, that's such a pretty shade too. And then I'll swatch this guy. And they're very pigmented, but sometimes you have to work with them. Purples are very hard to work with, but look at that. This one down here is called Splash, and then this one's called Enigma, and then it's Regal and Retro. And they're very pretty. Like, look at how pretty those are. They're very pretty. Let me go ahead and wipe this off my hands, and then I'll swatch a couple more, and I'll probably swatch those nude shades, neutral shades for you guys so you can see them. I'm still getting into learning my lingo for beauty stuff. I'm not gonna call myself a beauty guru because I don't think I'm there yet, but I'm just a huge makeup lover. I love makeup. Makeup has always been one of my favorite things, and if I could go to school for this shit, I would, but I don't have money. So, you know, experimenting with your own self, why not? And then, the shade that I'm putting down right now, oh, it's so pretty. It's this really pretty brown shade. And it's really good for doing a crease cut, doing your crease and stuff, and really smoking out that edge of your eye and stuff like that. It's so pretty. And then this guy. So this one here is called Nostalgia, and then this one is called Statement, and this one's called Coast. And they're really pretty. They're good for doing just a neutral, just an everyday casual brown eye look, and it's amazing. Like, it's really good. I'm just taking that off so we can get started on my makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes. I'm gonna prime it with my Urban Decay Eye Primer Potion. I only have, I think this is only the sample size, because at the time I didn't need a primer because I had a different one, but this one I got for my Sephora points. So yeah, I'll be using this guy, and if I'm not looking at you while I'm doing this, it's because my mirror is down here, and when I do make my more permanent setup, I plan on having a mirror more set in front of me so I can be like looking at you better. Yeah, and currently I'm recording on my phone, so I don't know how well this quality is going to be or how well it's going to look. My camera, I have to get a new memory card for it because the one I have is, let's say it just stopped working. So yeah, I go ahead and just apply it to my eyes. Get that all set up and ready. I don't like putting my foundation and stuff on first because of the just in case fallout. I don't want it to be everywhere on my face. And yes, baking is a thing, but I don't like to bake my face, which is interesting. I should probably start to see the difference in what it can do, but I just never got into baking under my eyes or on my cheek, or like this upper portion right here or down in here. I just never did. I never liked it. I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see how it works. And then I just apply that all over my lid, and then I'll be using my finger to go ahead and blend this out onto my eye because fingers are the best for certain things, and yes. But as you can see, that's all you have to do. I never used to prime my eyes. I don't know why, but ever since I started priming my eye area and everything, oh, it's amazing. I love it so much. I know I want to get the P. Louise eye primer because I've heard so many good things about it, and I want to try it out for myself to see how good it is and how well it works for my eyes, because sometimes my eyes don't like certain primers. Like the previous primer I had, I think it was like an e.l.f. primer, because at the time I didn't want to purchase any big expensive eye primers because like a drugstore will just do for me. But I ended up getting this Urban Decay one, and it's been the best thing that I've ever done. It's been the best for my eyes, so yes. But we'll be going into this beautiful Celestial Thunder palette, and right now I think, let's see, what do I want to do? So I think what I'm gonna put in my crease, always thinking, didn't have a plan for how I'm gonna do this blue look just yet. I just know I wanted to use the shades blue. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that Profusion eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna dip into my Tarte Pro palette, and I'm gonna dip into their Chic eye shade, and I'm gonna go ahead and set down a base, and then I will decide from there what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go in there, tap it off, and so that way I'm looking at you guys more. We're gonna go ahead and just really go into this upper crease and into the crease and really put it in there. I don't like putting it all over my eyes. I just like putting it out into my crease area, and then just really nicely place it in there because it's very light. It doesn't change too much. It actually matches my skin tone, which is very good. It's not too far off. So yes, I'm just blending that out, really putting it up there. I'm bringing it up to a bit of my brow bone because I like to have this all on the outer portion instead of my inner eye, or on my lid, actual lid. So yeah, just really putting that on there nicely. See, it doesn't change it too much. It's about the same shade as my eye, my eyelid color. Not too much of a difference. So yeah. Oh, one thing about me is I tend to always make my eyes sisters and not twins. I try to make them match as best as possible, but if they don't, sorry in advance. I never get it perfect enough to where, you know, doesn't look like, you know, crap. So yeah, I always tap off the excess because God knows fallout is a thing. Especially when I use my Tarte Pro palette, fallout happens all the time. But that's how you know it's a good palette, like. So yeah. But yes, this is gonna be a longer video, and that's because I am barely coming back to it and everything like that, and I'm sorry in advance for how long it's going to be. It's just my coming back to YouTube, and I've been gone for so long, and this is kind of like, hey world, I'm back and doing my channel again, and I'm gonna try and post as much as possible. I do want to post on I want to say 3 to 4 days out of the week, so I might start doing my uploads on Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays maybe. No, I'll probably do it Mondays, Wednesdays, Friday, and Saturdays. That'll actually be a perfect schedule because I don't have to really worry too much, and it'll be easy for me to get into the swing of things and stuff like that. And once I'm in the swing of things, I might do daily, and it's gonna be more daily vlogs and stuff like that, and really getting into different things. So I think I'm gonna take from this beautiful Celestial Thunder palette, which is also by Dominique Cosmetics. I'm going to jump into her Mystic Ice, and I think I'm going to put that all up in the crease and this outer portion, and we'll see where we go from there. So that's what I think I'm going to do, because I really like the shade and I really want it to be one of these staple pieces. So yeah. So we're going to go ahead and just build that on to that upper crease. Upper and outer. Sorry, my eye doesn't like to work with me sometimes. So if you see that spottiness, it's not the shade, it's me, because I suck. Remember, I'm beginning. I'm just a baby. But I've always played with makeup, always done fun looks, always done different things, and it usually comes out pretty nice. It's just, this is my first time actually getting into recording it, because, yes, I never thought about being a beauty channel. I never thought about doing beauty on YouTube. It's never crossed my mind. Oh, that shade's looking so pretty. It actually matches my shirt really nicely, and I'm very surprised with that. I'm like, it looks so pretty. I'm just gonna really work that in, because I don't want it to be wham bam hello ma'am. I want it to be like, ooh, I see you, ooh girl, work that shit, you know. And then, ooh, I got a little too high up here. But that's the benefit of fingers, because you can wipe away what you don't need. But I'm also going to conceal the areas that get a little messed up. I'm going to work that down here. And I'm going to bring it out a bit, just to where the edge of my eyebrow is. Because, yes. I like doing fairly large wings, and I like it to meet where my wing's going to be. So yeah. And then I'm gonna bring it up just a little more, because I really want it up. And just really blend it out. Yes. There we go. Look at that. That looks so pretty. And then work a little more into the crease to darken it up. Oh, it's looking so pretty. I think I'll just bring it in more. So I do both open and closed because it makes it easier to blend out that crease area. And then I always lift up my eyebrows. So I do the hi, I'm awake, hi, no. So yeah, and you can see, look at how pretty that is. If I could zoom you in without shaking everything, I would so zoom you in so you could be closer and you can see it better. But I'm just doing makeup in general. So it's me talking to you guys while I just play with my face and do some random shit, you know? But really bring that out. Because I want that shade to be right there on that outer. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks so pretty. That's it. And then really just start blending it out. I'm going to go ahead and take a clean brush. And I'm going to blend it out a little bit more. I'm gonna do circular motion since I'm doing it to where it goes to the upper portion of my eye. So yeah. And it's looking so pretty. Look at that. Ooh, I love that already. And then on that same brush I was using, well, I'll do the other eye and then we'll come back. With my cheeks as red as they are. So I'm back. I got both the shade on both sides of my eyes. Now I'm gonna set this wonderful palette off to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into this Wonderlust palette, and we're gonna jump into the shade Enigma, which is that darker navy blue, and we're gonna put that right in the outer corner and work that into the crease. And I'm gonna be using the same brush that I just applied that beautiful blue shade. Excuse me. Which is called, I think it's called Winter Ice, right? Oh no, Mystic Ice. Mystic Ice. which is beautiful teal shade. I love it so much, and I wanted it worked out in the upper portion of my eyes because I really want that to be one of the big statements of it, this really pretty lighter blue, and then working that dark blue into the outer and working it into that really pretty blue shade that we got going on. So let's see here, this shade is really pigmented and it just takes a little bit to go a long way. And I'm gonna go ahead and pack that right there into that outer corner, which is wonderful, which I think I'll continue using this beautiful Celestial Thunders mirror so that way you guys can see it better. But I packed that right in there, which is such a beautiful shade. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take it and blend it out into that crease. Oh, look at that pretty blue shade. I love it so much. Look at how pretty it is. And then work it outwards. Really blend that guy out. I'm going to go ahead and take a cleaner brush and I'm going to head really working that shade into that crease. Really blend it out. Yes, I do dig in my crease because my eyes are sometimes very difficult to work with. Like, for instance, my eye tends to do this thing where it creases in certain places and does not whatsoever like to take color once it creases. So, you know, and really work that out. Buff that in. Look at how beautiful that is. Work it a little more up here into this upper portion. Really just blend that out. And they melt so well together. Like, look at that. It looks so nice together. I love it. Still gotta work on it though. I'm gonna grab a little bit of the shade on this brush and I'm gonna work it up here. Now really blend that in. See, look at that. Look how beautiful. I'm loving this look so far. I know, it's a little crazy because it's gonna be this really pretty blue look. I almost want to stick a little yellow in it, but I think I'm gonna stick to the blue. I could probably stick a beautiful, like, this color in here. It's called Lucid Dreams and it's this beautiful pink shade. I'm not huge on pink, but I think it might look really good as a under eye, like matching with that blue. It could be really pretty together. Normally I'll sit down and I'll put the colors together, but today I'm just really winging it. Or I might take that Black Matter, which is this pretty shimmery purple shade, and mix it with a little bit of that Regal shade and put it underneath and do a blue and purple kind of look going on today. So, you know, So this is a very fluffy eye brush and I love it for packing and I love it for doing good blending. And this one is just a tad bit more condensed, and it's also a Profusion brush, and it does come with their other palettes. This one comes with the matte palette, and there's also one that comes in their sultry palette. But it's also a very wonderful brush. It's a little more tapered at the end, so it's a little less fluffy, and it's just, it works for getting into that nice crease area. So yes. And then we're just gonna pack that on. pack it right there in the outer corner. And then we'll pack that a little bit into the crease, going upwards to just give it the shape that I want, because that shape is, it's a really fun way of doing it. And then I'm gonna take the remainder and work that into my crease. And just lightly feather that in there and it'll build. Like, these are very buildable shades and I love it. I know I'm saying that a lot, but I really do. Like, they work for me in ways that other palettes that I've had never worked. Like, it's beautiful. And then if you guys want me to create more everyday looks, I can do that too. I have no problem with doing that. Like, my Tartus Pro does these beautiful, just smoked out, gorgeous everyday looks. And then I have the Peach Too Faced palette, and that does a very beautiful glam kind of, yes, I'm here, hello, speak to me, honey. So yes, and I'm gonna go ahead and take that other brush and blend this out, because it is a little dark on this side. Like I said, my eyes always turn out to be sisters, not twins, which is funny. But, and the weirder part is sometimes this eye that I'm working on right now turns out better than my right eye, and this is the side that I get to easier. Like, you would think it would be the opposite, where my right eye is absolutely perfect, and no, it's my left eye that most likely turns out perfect, which is awesome, but also like, no, honey, no. And then I will be dipping back into that Mystic Ice and putting that back on the upper portion and really blending the two shades together seamlessly, so it doesn't look like I have two different shades on my eyes that don't blend. So yes. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm gonna break it down just a little bit on my lid, and I'll do the same to this side. So yes. Nice, beautiful. Love this blue look that I'm doing. I don't know, I might pop a little of that yellow actually in my inner corner. Who knows? Who knows? Because I do in my matte Profusions palette, because I got 3 different Profusion palettes. I got the Wonderlust, and then I got the Sultry, and I got the matte palette, which all are amazing, all very pigmented. Oh, I love them. So yes, work on bringing this shade a little more into the eye. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that Mystic Ice and tap that off. Bring it onto the lid more, because oh, this shade's so nice. So yes, bringing that on the lid. Let's see here. And then I'm gonna grab just a tad bit of Enigma, tap off the excess, and I only had to dip in there just a little bit. Like, I didn't even like go, I went, and that's it. That's all you have to do. You just have to tap it on there and that's it. So yes. Oh yes, perfect. There we go. Oh, it's looking so pretty. So far, I really like it. So yes, now let's see. I might take a little bit of that splash, and that's actually what's gonna go right here. And for that, I actually use my finger, because it is a bit of a metallic shade, and I feel that it always applies better with the finger than with a brush. So yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that to, ooh, look at that, girl. Look at how pretty that is. Oh, then I'm gonna bring that almost all the way to my inner corner, which I'm not bringing it all the way down to my inner corner because I will be adding a little bit of a different shade into there, which I'm thinking about doing this really pretty, like it's almost a light greenish blue duochrome kind of shade. I might pop that right there, and that'll be the pop of color because it'll be a little bit of a green, which might look really pretty. But I like to really pack this on the lid. Ooh, who is she? I don't know who she is. Who is she? And then we'll go ahead and do this side. I would have changed the finger but to like my other hand, but because my nails are so long, I can't get in there. Like, I need to get them off soon because one of them broke, as you guys can see. And that was an accident by my baby brother, who swung my door right into my hand and it snapped the nail. Like, it didn't like snap the nail and break it, it lifted it up off the finger. And oh my god, when I talk about pain, that was painful. And I have a hugely high tolerance to pain, so I don't normally feel pain too much. So yes. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab the fluffier brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend over the top of it just a little bit to blend that into the lid. Like for this, you don't need to do it too much, but blend that nicely over the lid, which looks so good. Just a little bit, because yes, it's looking beautiful. And then we're gonna grab a little bit of the Mystic Ice, like I said before, and put it up here a little more to blend out that darker blue, like that. Ooh. And do the same to the other side. I was gonna pop off camera and just not show you guys doing me the other eye because just one eye is easier, but you know, I did it for one part and then I was just like, nah, I'll just go through it. But we're gonna dip into that beautiful shade. It's called Serious. I really like it. It's not like the hugest pigmentation, it's more glittery than anything, but it is beautiful. And I might mix that with a little bit of this beautiful green that's in here, so we have a little bit of a different inner. But it's looking so good. I'll bring you guys closer once I'm fully done so you guys can get a closer look at what I did to my eyes, so that way, you know, you get to see it up close and personal. And sometimes if a shade is too dark on the outer portion of my eye, I'll use my finger and blend it out a bit, because sometimes brushes won't blend it enough for you, so I do it for it. Let's see, I might take a little bit of this Hypnotic green and just top that off, which it makes it blend into the eye so beautifully. You just need a little bit because it is pigmented and it is like the metallic shade that is on my eye already, but I just wanted a pop of green right there in that inner corner. Well, not inner corner, the inner portion of the lid, the inner lid. My inner corner, I'm going to go ahead and I'm probably going to use Glam out of my Tartus Pro palette, which is this beautiful gold shade. And once I get everything done with all my foundation and all that stuff, I'll go ahead and pop that on in the inner corner and all that stuff. So let's get on to doing the face, because currently the eyes are at the moment finished until after I do all my foundation. And then we'll go ahead and finish the eye look, finish up the face, and everything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and put on my Master Prime. I'm out of this, almost out of this stuff, so excuse me if you hear the bottle, yell at me, because there's like damn near nothing. So yeah, but we're gonna go ahead, put a little bit of that on my finger, and then I'll use my other finger and I'll put it on my face. So yes, we're gonna go ahead and pop just drops of it everywhere, and we're gonna start priming my face. I use my hands to prime my face because it's easier. I know there's people out there that use their brush. I like using my hands because for me it works a lot better. But this stuff minimizes my pores and really just hides them. It doesn't show them much and all that stuff. So let's get into this. Just trying to take that blue off my finger because I am awesome and I get eyeshadow everywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and work that all into my face. And yes, I go down onto my neck because I do put foundation on my neck. Get right into the inner eye area. And then really buff it over the skin. Make sure you're getting those little crevices around the nose, and then bring this up, go on my forehead, really good on the nose area, because for me, that's where my biggest pores are, is on my nose, because big pore person, which I'm working on it. That stuff that I got right there is wonderful. It's been working for me. It has been minimizing my pores, which is amazing. Really just work this into my face, which is great. Now we're all primed and ready to go. So I actually use the Conceal and Perfect Milani 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. Right now I'm using the shade 00 BB Nude. It matches, but it's not exact. I've been having a hard time trying to find an exact shade for me. So I might have to be mixing shades for the perfect shade for my face, because yes. And then we're gonna go ahead and pump that onto the back of my hand, because I find it's a lot easier. I'll just stick it there. And then I've got primer all over my hands. But we're gonna go ahead and, using my finger, I'm going to dab some onto the skin. Then I will be using a concealer brush to go right next to that eyeshadow that I just did. So yes, I did put quite a bit on my nose. I should actually take a little bit of that off, because this stuff does go a long way. Really works. Oh, I just got foundation all over my shirt. Ha, wondrous me. But that's okay, I got makeup wipes, so they'll take it off. But really just get it everywhere. I do have a fairly red undertone on my skin, but overall I have a warm tone to my face. So this actually is a cool tone foundation, so that's what I'm having a problem with, as you can see. I don't put foundation right under the underneath portion of my eyes because I actually use concealer there. but sometimes they'll do it. Sometimes they won't. And this foundation is full coverage. It's wonderful. I love it. Once it oxidizes and covers the skin, everything, it's beautiful. Let me blend that onto my neck, because y'all know. You see, it matches my neck pretty well, but I always think it doesn't match my face, but I guess you're supposed to match your foundation to your neck instead of your face. But it matches, but it doesn't, you know? It's one of those weird things. And we're really getting into those crevices of the nose, because no one wants to see that you have wrinkles. But I really work that in there, and then I'll just put a little bit. I don't go towards the edge there too much, because I'll use my concealer brush to work in it. I might take a little bit of the foundation and actually put it there, because my face is a little more red than normal today, but that's okay. That's life at its best, you know? Sometimes your skin is great one day, sometimes your skin is just no. Let's see. I think I'll use this fairly small brush. I'm going to take a little bit of my foundation, just a little, because I want it to blend. And we're going to really bring that up and blend it. And just a little bit goes a bit of a way. Really blend that up. And sometimes I'll take my finger, because I'll work it down. And there we go. Once it's done, go ahead and put a little more. See, just cut it across, you know. And then really just blend it out. I like to use my finger. I don't like using brushes for any of my foundation. I always use beauty blenders, because to me, brushes tend to make it really streaky for me. I guess it's just the way my face is and how it works and everything, so we'll see. I'm just not a huge fan of brushes for face. So yeah, and then I'll go ahead and bring a little bit of that foundation into this portion on this side as well. Work it into that area just a little bit. So yes. Really use my finger. There we go. I'll grab a little more and pop it right here, because I have a bit of a red mark there, because my crow's feet right now are really accentuated, because I'm getting a little bit of a red cheek going on, and I think it's more or less because I am nervous, because I haven't done a video in a long time, and this one is quite long, and it's just, you know, should have just live streamed, which isn't a bad idea, which I'll probably live stream tomorrow on Instagram or something. But I like to bring this down right next to the nose and really just bring it up to that portion, because everybody knows I need to cover up these dark circles and bags because I have a hard time sleeping. So sleep for me, I wish was more, because I have a sucky sleep schedule. The last couple of days it's been pretty bad, but other than that, my sleep schedule was good, but now it's not. So yes. If you see me reaching for the phone, my phone was notifying me and letting me know that it's a 20%, which is okay, because I'm almost done. Shouldn't be too much longer, guys. Too much longer. But I take my beauty blender, bring that up right where I put everything, and then I blend this out right underneath that under eye, because God knows I need to conceal away my dark circles. What I need to get my hands on is the Dragon, I think it's the concealer that they have, because God knows I need that in my life. But the concealer that I'm using right now is the Master Conceal, and then the shade I'm using is actually 20 Light. Definitely is a good concealer for me. I do like it. It really brightens up the face. And then I do bring it all the way out to the hairline, because once I get ready to contour, it gets covered up. So yes. But really start working that in. I go between hands, which is funny, because I'm ambidextrous. And I just really work that underneath the lid. And then work it right where I did that beautiful line and blend it out. Just beautiful blending. Now my bags aren't too bad, but you still can see them, but they're not as bad as they were before, which is awesome. So we're gonna get to doing the under eye real quick before I do any contour or blush. So let's get to it. Now I think I'm gonna go with the purple idea, with using the royal and then sticking a little bit of that black matter on my eyes from the Celestial Thunder palette, because hello, it's a gorgeous shade. But we're gonna go ahead and dive into Regal, which I think I called it something else, and we're gonna go ahead and grab this brush. I forgot where I got this brush, but it's a wonderful tapered brush, and it's beautiful. Sorry. It's beautiful. It works well. It does what I need it to. It's very soft. So yes, we're gonna dip into that Regal shade just a little bit, not too much, and we're gonna tap that off. And we're gonna go right here under this beautiful eye. Just going on light at first, because did not know what to expect with this beautiful purple shade. Let's really bring that right into here. I'm gonna bring it all the way out to meet where that blue is, and just like have that beautiful underneath. Once I line it, you guys will see how beautiful it looks. Right now it's just crazy, but I like it. I've been playing around with looks like this, doing like a neutral eye and sticking a pop of color underneath and stuff like that. I just wanted this beautiful pop of purple, because who doesn't love purple? Like, purple's one of my favorite shades. As you can tell, red is my favorite shade. It's my wall color. I love it so much. And then black is also one of my favorite shades. So let's really work that out here. Blend it with my finger because, yes. And then continue taking it underneath here, building it up. I'm not taking it all the way in. I'm stopping right here because I'm going to probably pop another little bit of a shade in there. Probably a little bit of what I did with the green on the top, because matching is always a thing. And then let's get to the other eye. I'm gonna go right here first. Really work that in. The shade is so pretty. I might do a purple and look next, who knows? And bring it all the way out. Switch. Almost looks like a purple liner, but it's not. I just wanted it to be underneath the eyeliner so you can see it at the very bottom of my eyeliner when I do it. Really start to looking good. Might use my finger to take away a little bit because, yes. Look at that. Oh, I like it a lot. It looks good. Wish I had a purple liner because I would have popped purple right in that under eye. And then we're going to use the same brush. We're going to dip it into that black matter and just work it on this outer portion and stuff like that. So let's see how well this bad boy does. Oh, it's so pretty. And I'm not bringing it all the way in. I'm probably going about halfway with it. Oh, it really defines the eye. Look at that. I'll show you more up close soon. Just bring that out. Not all the way, just enough. Ooh, girl. Ooh. Ooh. I'm living. You know what's funny, guys? I was gonna record this during the daytime, but I couldn't because everybody was playing music and copyright strike I did not want, because that would have sucked. All the audio in my video would have been have to be taken down and everything, and I don't like that. And it's just really not okay. So yeah, work that out here just a bit. Look at that. Oh girl, who is she? What have you done with her? She is, oh. And then I am going to take my concealer brush that I was using, and I'm just going to go ahead and define that line, because yes, grab this, And I'm gonna grab a little bit of that concealer. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just beautifully cut it right here. One thing about concealer is it gets rid of what you don't want. And then use a bit of my finger to go ahead and blend that out. Beautiful. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. It looks good so far. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and use our fingers for this next part. And I'm gonna pop into a little bit of that green shade. Oh, wrong one. Almost with the wrong green shade. Pop into that just a little bit. Work that on the inner portion to have that just, ooh, that's pretty. I don't know, I did a fun look today, I guess. It's a little bit different. Not every day, totally woo, there you go. This is like, I'm going to a rave and I want to look all out. So we're gonna take this beautifully small little brush, little packer brush. This is actually the e.l.f. eye crease brush, but I use it as packer brush right on the inside, and then I take a little bit of my Urban Decay All Nighter and I pop that right on there and just wet my brush, because I like to go into that glam and I like to use it with the wet brush because it makes a beautiful glow in the inner eye like no tomorrow. And then just pop that right on the inner eye. Make a beautiful highlight. Ooh. Y'all, look at that highlight in the corner. And then just do the same to the other side. And just a little bit more. Ooh, girl. All right, now that that's done, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to grab, I was just looking at my station real quick, wondering where my contour palette is. We're gonna grab my contour palette, which this thing is freaking well loved. Like, I mean, it's well loved. So we're gonna grab this. And we're going to grab this beautiful powder brush, and we're going to use it to really define my inner cheek area. So like I said, this palette has been well loved. This is what I use. This is the shade I go for because I like a bit of a darker contour. Makes my skin tone even out a little more. This is just a wonderful contour. And then we're gonna go ahead and really define this whole area out here. Let's get started. I'm just gonna work it out. And I'll go right in here. Because I don't like it too cut. I like it a little more where it looks natural and doesn't look like it's like so I go in lightly, work my way down, feathering it in instead of going in sweeper motions or in circular motions, because that really cuts into there. So I like to go like this. It's been one of my favorite things, doing downward, upward swept motions, and really just buffs it out and makes it look a lot better and not so. See? Ooh, loving it so far. And then I bring it up here, work it in, bring it just a bit over the cheek, and then down. You see how well that makes my skin tone just even out? And then I bring it up here, right into the hairline, because I don't like to do too much contour up here. And then, like I said, right into the hairline, not too much, not crazy. We're gonna go ahead and start with this side and just work our way up, blending out, because it's taking it up on a little bit up to the cheek, so it's not just into that hollow portion of your face. It's like right here, because that's all hollow. You don't want to look like you have lines on your face, do you? Unless you're like really cutting your eyes, you know, that's the only place. But yeah, I also leave my eyeliner to being last because I do my powder, and then I'll do my eyebrows, and then I'll go ahead and put that brow highlight up there. But just working it. And then bringing it up here to this forehead, because my forehead's relatively small, so don't want to lose any more than I already, you know. Just like that. Beautiful. See, it gives me a bit of a sun-kissed kind of tanned out side a bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and lift up and do this whole area. And this part I really feather through because I like to get rid of my double chin, but it doesn't happen. It's a well. It doesn't bother me as much as it used to. Yes, I'm a chunky woman, but I'm not that bad, and I've been working on it. I have been losing a lot of weight, but I can't do as much extracurricular workouts like I used to because my back will start to kill me, quite literally. So yeah, and there is the facial contour. Now my nose contour. And sometimes nose contour turns out like sisters do. So I like taking this, it's a concealer brush, but I find it's too big and fluffy for that, so I use it as my nose contour brush. So I go ahead and go from eyebrows and I go down, work it right in there, blend it right into the front of the nose, and then just work it just like that. Guys, where did half my nose go? And then I work it over here, just the same exact way, trying to match it so it looks like my nose is tiny, which my nose is pretty small, but I like having a straight nose, because yes, because when I was a kid I actually hurt my nose and it became a little bent. So yes, they raised my nose contour. And I like to take a little bit up here because I like to do a little bit of a buttony nose because it's cute. That's cute. It's a cute little button nose. So yes, and then I'll contour right in here a little bit to accentuate my big lips as it is, but I like to do just a tad bit, whatever's left on the brush, that's what I use. Now let's go ahead and put some blush on. And let's see here. I'm gonna go, so this is the blush palette I've been using. It's a wonderful blush palette. My actual go-to blush I constantly use all the time, and it's this one. It's by Matte Blush by City Color Collections, and the shade is called Blossom. Ooh, I'm not gonna do it. But that is the shade I go with right there. It is a beautiful peachy color. I love it. It's very, very nice for the skin tone. But I've been playing around with a little more of a reddish, like a rosy blush, which is this beautiful red right here. Unfortunately, there's no name. So this right here, this is the shade I'm going with because I like to have that nice, beautiful blush. I like to really work that in. And I don't do too much. I dab a little bit and I go upwards right onto the apples of my cheeks, and sometimes I'll smile and then I'll work that really beautifully. I'll work it into what I contoured and move it right up. See? And don't worry, it won't be this red or this bright once I put on my setting powder foundation thing. I'll tell you what it is. And that thing is like well loved too. That is like my go-to. If I'm not going to put on my foundation, that is what I go to. So yes. And then I work it all the way up into here because yes. A little bit of that blush goes a long way. You don't have to worry too much about it because just a little bit does what it needs to. And then I like to take just a tad, and work that onto my nose because I like to have a bit of a blushy nose. Give myself because why not? Why not? Now, my blush is done. Highlighter is always last. My eyebrows are next after I do this. So this is the Maybelline New York's Fit Me in the smooth one that they did. I used to have the matte one. The matte one was always my favorite. But this one, I am in a neutral beige 220. This is the powder I use. It really helps my skin. It looks great, feels very lightweight, and it doesn't feel cakey on my skin. So yes. And I take this just underneath the eyes trying not to touch any of what I did. And then I'll take the edge and bring it down. And then whatever's left on it, go over. Just really work that up underneath there. Just like so. See the difference? Oh, I love it. And then up here, right in the center, over my nose. This is what I use to set my whole face. Stick this on my cheek, and then we'll get some more on it. Work it into the inners, down the neck. On this side of my head. And then take just like so, work it up into there. Same on this side. And that is my face. Now, my eyebrows, I do a little bit differently. I don't fill them in like if I were to use my gel, because I do have a gel, and the gel I actually use more like a pomade, and it's just to keep my brows down so they're not so everywhere, because sometimes they are like that, but this time, today, they've been actually pretty good. So who knows, I might not use my pomade, but I have the Kat Von D pomade, and I love this stuff as just to keep the brows down and not moving. If I had a really good gel liner that I liked, or eyebrow gel, I'd be using that instead. But I use this in light brown, because as you can see, my roots, I am a blondie person. But what I like to do, as you can tell, this has been well loved. I used to use this thing all the time, but now I mainly use this bottom shade down here for my eyebrows to fill them in, because I don't like how it looks with when I do a fill-in with my gel. I like to fill it in with powder. Powder is always my favorite. And then I always line my brows in the powder. Looks crazy, huh? And then I work the rest of it into the brow. So just lining this beautiful eyebrow of mine, as you guys can see, which I'm looking down, which kind of sucks. But once I get to where I want to be for filming my beauty videos, you guys will be able to see it a lot better. And once I get a new memory card for my camera, we'll see it a lot better and stuff like that. So don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get there. So yes. And then just bring this, match it to here. Oh, I think this is the best that I've outlined this brow before. Ooh, ooh, she's quaking. And then I like to take and line the front too, but only with a little bit. And then I take everything that was used to line and brush that into the brow, bringing it down to fill her in. Now let's try and make them look like twins, but that doesn't always happen. So we might get sister brows. Let's see how this goes. If you guys are hearing the noises in the background, it's my fridge. It makes a lot of noise. Once I get a better filming area, like in my own home, I'll make sure that there's no random noises that will disturb you guys. So yes. But that'll be some time from now. So, sorry in advance for noisy backgrounds. I'll try my best to cancel it out. But not the best video editor just yet. Well, who knows? I actually have gotten a little bit better at editing videos. So who knows? And then let me actually just take this. Because what I'll do is if they don't perfectly match, I'll go in on the other one and I'll make it match. And then go ahead and do that line right in the front. And let's fill her in. So yeah. Just really make these guys match. So yes, those are my brows. Yeah, they're not the best, but they work for me. Like I said, not a beauty guru yet, and I don't think I will be putting the pomade on my eyebrows because they currently don't need it. And I'm not wearing this Tiny Wear Special. Like I said, this video I started recording around 1 o'clock. It's 2:30 now. So, you know, wonderfulness. Get a drink of water. Because once I put on my lipstick, I don't want to. So now I'm going to tightline my eyes. And then we're going to, I'll see if I want to line my eyes, or I think I'll line them. But we're going to go ahead and tightline my eyes using my Sexy Kitten Tarte eyeliner. This is one of my favorite eyeliners. It's like the darkest. It doesn't come off. It doesn't move around. And it's like a gel liner. Or, well, I think it is a gel liner. Funny me. But I'm going to go ahead and tightline my waterline. I do my upper and bottom waterline. That is my cat. Excuse her. You might hear my male cat start meowing, but who knows? He's pretty vocal. So yes. I know it's a little hard for you to see me actually tightlining, but I don't think you guys want to see me look like I poked my eyeball, because it's what it looks like. But I love this stuff. It's amazing. It's been one of my favorite eyeliners I've ever used. So yes. And then I just tightline nice. And yes, I do sometimes pull this down, but it's very rare that I do it. For one, it can mess up makeup, but eh. I tightline all the way to my inner corner. Really just work that in there. Ooh, looking good, looking good. I like it. So yes. Tightline my other eye. Pop this out a little more because but I've had this eyeliner I think for 6 months now. Yeah, 6 months because I bought it near my birthday, I think. Because I needed a good liner for during that time. And this was a good liner. I think I paid, if I remember correctly, I think I paid 20 bucks for it. Or less than that. Maybe less than that. I think it was less than that. But yeah. And then let me work it out here a little more. There we go. I like to buff it where it's on my waterline, but it's a little bit underneath the waterline too. Not like completely underneath, but just slightly. And then for my eyeliner, I actually use a gel liner, and this is the Lacquer Liner by L'Oreal. It's a 24-hour liner. This stuff is amazing. This is in the Blackest Black. This stuff, I can wear it all day. Doesn't budge. Doesn't smear on me either. And it's just an amazing eyeliner for me. I love it. I love the way it looks. And then I go ahead and use the angle brush. This angle brush I got with this brush kit, and it's called, the box says blending is my cardio, but these are just some cheap $5 brushes, but this angled brush is one of my favorites. I love this angled brush so much, and it's absolutely amazing. So yes, I'm just trying to bring my charger closer because I'm actually going to plug this in. Hopefully you guys won't see the cable. Sorry for blocking the camera. Where is... Sorry if you guys hear this noise. Okay. I just had to plug in my phone because it was dying, and I wanted to make sure that it didn't die in the middle of me recording. But I just take a little bit on my brush, and then I go ahead and work that on the lid. I always start from the middle and work my way out. I won't be doing my wing yet. I always do my left wing before I do my right wing. But I always start the lining part on my right side for some reason. I don't know why I just don't start with my left. But I go ahead and align that, which it absolutely looks amazing. I love it. It accentuates the eyes so wonderfully. And then, let's see here. Just getting a little bit more. We're going to start working towards the inner. So far, so good. I used to love doing really thick liner. I still do, depending on what eye look I'm doing. If I'm doing a dark, sultry look, then I go ahead and I go wham bam and I do a nice thick eyeliner. But for this look, I'm going more on the thinner side because I really want to have the blue to be the centerpiece. I just love this angled brush so much. This angled brush is absolutely amazing. I love it. It does wonders for me. It's the best brush that I've used for lining my eyes. I used to have one of the ones that was like straight ahead, straight forward, go straight into it. But no. Angled brushes have changed my life. Really have. Just getting that nice. And then work from the inner corner. Work these guys together. Like you see, I can totally see clearly about what I'm doing for my eyeliner and everything like that. And I never used to be able to do that. I always had a hard time trying to match eyes and everything like that. So this thing has been a blessing. Work it into the inner corner a bit. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I just took a little bit on the bottom portion. But look at that. Now let's get that wing going. We're doing my left side wing first because that's the one I usually mess up if I do the right one first. So let's get to it. Let's see here. I like to go and follow my bottom lash line and work my way out. I'm using that purple actually. And then I'm gonna go all the way out to there. I'm doing kind of a longer wing because it'll look good with this look. And then once I get it to where I want it, I'm gonna go ahead and bring that into the lid. And then take the angled brush and go, like I said, right into the lid. Where to fill it in. See? Ain't that a beautiful wing? And then this side, this is where I have a problem matching. So we're gonna follow that lash line all the way out, using that purple as our guide. Go all the way out, just like so. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab just a little bit more on my brush. And then take that and follow it in to the lid. And fill it in. And then that fun part begins about trying to see if they match. Which, so far, I think they do. There we go. Perfect pair. I just did some perfect liner. Are you kidding me? I never get it perfect. Never. And then one last thing I like to do, and this is for me because I am me and who I am and what I like to do, is I actually take and I put some dots underneath my wing. Because I like my dots. Y'all don't have to like them, but I do. I love my dots. My dots are my favorite thing. And I'm gonna pop one into the inner corner. Alright. We're gonna throw on some mascara and then do my lipstick, and then that's the last thing. Now, I have 3 different shades of lipstick I can do. I think because I am me and I feel like everything needs to match, I'm gonna go ahead and do my Wet n Wild's liquid catsuit in this shade is teal, and that thing's amazing. And then for my mascara, I like to use Kat Von D's Go Big or Go Home mascara. It's one of my favorite ones. It's worked for me so well. And then the one that I got is called Troopers Black. Look at that one though. And it just really accentuates my eyelashes. I rarely put on falsies, and that is because I can't find a good pair that sit well on my eyes without really like killing me, and I just don't have the funds to go ahead and get expensive lashes. Sooner or later I hope to, but you know, eyelashes make every look better. I will agree with that. I do like eyelashes. I just don't have the money for a good pair. I used to get the Kiss ones all the time. And those ones were great until the last time that I wore a pair. I don't know if it was just the lash that time or if it was just the one that I got. I forget which one. It was part of their blowout line that they had, and it was just this really, really big wispy eyelash, And for the life of me, I couldn't get it to properly trim down to where it wouldn't stab me in the eye, let alone the lash part that was on there kept falling off, and I kept getting lash debris underneath my eyes, and it just was not okay. So I haven't worn lashes since then. Well, no, I wore lashes actually recently. Never mind. I just remembered. But I wore lashes recently. Those were okay, but you can tell the difference between a expensive pair of lashes and what I can say, these ones were like dollar store craptastic lashes that just sucked. So yeah, just putting my mascara on my upper and lower lash line because I need my eyelashes because they're so blonde and so bright in color, or in the bright blonde look, that they seem like they don't exist. I don't curl my lashes either. I don't know, I just never liked the curling them. It was just weird to me. So yes, last step, we're gonna throw on my lipstick. Pop that on. Ooh, I like this shade a lot. I don't have a lip liner for the shade, otherwise I would have lip lined. But I don't. And yes, this shade is a bit streaky. That's okay because I actually layer it on. But I like this shade. I like wearing it. And it mattes down fairly quickly. Which is awesome. But I really just wanted to do an all blue look today. And then there we go. Love it, It looks great to me. I like it. And then I'm gonna pop on a little bit of that Glam color, and I use that as my highlighter. So I'll go ahead and pop that on. And I use my finger because it gives the best application in my book. And I go right up into here. And you see, oh, look at the highlight, girl. And then go to this side. I do the same thing. And I blend it out seamlessly. See, look at that highlight. And then pop a little right here on this portion of my nose. And then up here in the bridge. And then I take just a little bit under my Cupid's bow. Took a little more today because I really wanted to highlight my Cupid's bow. And the rest on my chin, a little bit on my forehead. And then we'll go ahead and grab this packer brush and grab a little bit of that Glam. And no, I won't be using it with any liquid, and then just go ahead and right underneath the eyebrow into that brow area. Really blend it. And then final ending. Set it all. So you guys, let me get closer here. See that? Isn't that gorgeous? I love the way it came out. I hope you guys like it too. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know it was a long one, and I'm sorry guys. But they'll be shorter from now on, and probably under 20 minutes or 20 minutes at max, because I don't want to be too long on videos, and I don't want to take forever on them either. It's just that this one is me coming back to you guys and showing you guys everything. So this is my look. Isn't it lovely? Oh god, I love it. That purple underneath is amazing. So love you, my random weirdos, and let's see where life takes us, huh? Bye.